Welcome to, or welcome back to, One Up Boys everybody. CR here to share another character with you guys who is possibly better known as a drunken master. He's a pretty carefree dude who remains jobless and almost completely goalless throughout the Dead or Alive games, but this seemingly suits him just fine. Welcome to the history of Brad Wong. How he was created. Sadly, Brad Wong is another character who hasn't been spoken much about on how, why, or who he was created by. But I do want to show off the piece of concept art that I was able to find on him, as it does show a bit of a different character than we actually got. Brad Wong's look. Funnily, for a drunken master, he's got some style, changing his outfit in every game he's in. His first has some pretty dark tones to it, with the second, in my opinion, giving him a bit more style, with shoes and much longer and unruly hair. DOA Dimensions gives back his previous hairstyle with a dark blue shirt, and DOA 5 gives him more of what I would expect a drunken master to be wearing, with pretty scuffed looking clothing. His final design is kind of a wild change, looking more like a cowboy, but it suits him rather nicely. Personality. Brad Wong is pretty much an enigma with almost no goals for the entirety of the series besides drinking to his heart's content. I mean, technically for the first two games, his master Chen tells him to find a wine called Genra, which he does indeed find and drink, only to have a hallucinogenic trip and never visit his master again. He also ventures throughout the world with Elliot, but he's kind of just doing this to do it. Being drunk constantly, he does tend to be flirty with the female characters, even though some of them are a bit young, though he doesn't really get to know them long enough to know this, and even funnier still, treats others with respect, even though he's wasted at all times. Abilities. Brad practices the art of Zi Chuan, also known as the Drunken Fist, which, contrary to how the game and other fiction presents it, is actually done stone cold sober, only imitating a drunkard's movements. There are a couple different styles of Sui Chen, with the most notable being Buddhist style and Taoist style, and the difficulty of learning this art is the need for powerful joints and fingers. The postures of the art are created through momentum and weight of the body, and this imitation is accomplished by staggering around the opponent and combining a certain fluidity in movement. In-game, he is pretty unpredictable for a variety of reasons. To begin with, he has the largest moveset in the series, which makes him harder to master, but much harder to counter. Visually, it's also hard to determine what move he's going to be doing, with him being able to dodge attacks simply by changing his stance. Games he's been in. His first appearance was in Dead or Alive 3 for Xbox in 2001, followed by DOA 4 for Xbox 360 in 2005, DOA Dimensions for 3DS in 2011, DOA 5 for PS3 and Xbox 360 in 2012, and DOA 6 for arcades, PS4, Xbox One, and PC in 2019. Voice actors. Brad Wong has had 2 Japanese VAs and 1 English VA in Dead or Alive. His first Japanese VA was Yukimasa Kishino. In DOA 3 and 4, with other characters he's voiced being Stokes in Legend of the Galactic Heroes, Jun in Slam Dunk, and Cao Cao throughout Dynasty Warriors. His second Japanese VA has been Unsha Ishizuka since DOA Dimensions. He's had roles such as Quent in Wolf's Rain, Dino in Banana Fish, and Ryu in Star Blazers 2202. His only English VA has been Grant George, whose other roles include Suigetsu throughout Naruto, Bishop in Sirius the Jaeger, and Rikyo in K, Return of Kings. I genuinely have no idea what's in store next for Brad Wong. Probably some more traveling around with Elliot, followed by inebriation at absolutely every step of the way. Maybe he'll find a new legendary drink to search for. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next video.